Hi there, I'm Nico Pedizano with the OP team. Let's discuss house prices in the GTA, going all the way back to 1979. Wow, that average home back then, it was only $67,000. Can you imagine? Fast forward to 2024, and we're sitting right now over $1.1 million for the average house. That's not just inflation. That's a full-on transformation of what it means to buy a home in this region. Let's walk through it. In 1979, homes were $67,612. 1989, homes were $273,698, a massive jump in 10 years. In 1996, they dropped to $138,925 after the early 90s crash. But in 2016, we've seen an average sale price of $729,824. And in 2024, $1,117,274. It hasn't been a straight line up, but over time, the trend is very clear. Prices jump and keep climbing. So what's behind all of this? Why does the cost of housing in the GTA seem to go nowhere but up? All right, let's dig into why. Housing prices don't just rise on their own. They are specific, layered, reasons behind it, and they've been building for decades. Population growth versus housing supply. The GTA is one of the fastest growing regions in Canada. Every year, tens of thousands of people move here, both from abroad and from other parts of the country, because it's where the jobs are, where the schools are, and where the opportunities are. And it's concentrated. But we haven't kept up with that growth when it comes to actually building homes. Whether it's single family houses, condos, rentals, or multiplexes, supply simply hasn't matched demand. When there are many more people trying to buy or rent than there are homes available, prices will rise. It's basic economics. Zoning laws and red tape. A massive amount of land in GTA municipalities is zoned exclusively for single-family homes. That means you can't build anything denser. No duplexes, no townhouses, no low-rise apartments without going through a long and expensive rezoning process. Even developers who want to build the right kind of housing often face years of delays from local councils. NIMBYism, all the bureaucracy slows down construction and increasing costs, which ultimately gets passed on to the buyer or the renter. Investment and speculation. Real estate in the GTA became more than just a place to live. It became an asset class. Investors started buying multiple properties, banking on pricing, appreciation alone. People began treating homes like stocks. Buy now, sell later, profit, held on to them to rent out. Some just flipped them. This activity added even more competition into the market, especially for entry-level homes. And while investors aren't inheriting the problem, when they crowded out end users who just wanted a place to live, it drove up the prices faster than income growth. Government incentives that fueled demand. Programs like first-time home buyer incentives, a lower down payment requirement, that meant to help people enter into the market. But when supply is limited, these policies often just added more buyers into the same pool of available homes, driving prices even more up. It's a case of good intentions clashing with market realities. Without corresponding increases in supply, the demand side boost can backfire. In the 2010s, especially around 2015 to 2017, foreign investment in the GTA real estate surged. Properties were being bought up, sometimes sight unseen. People were buying up floors as safe havens for capital, not necessarily for people to live in. The contribution to the price spikes, particularly in certain neighborhoods. While the government eventually stepped in with foreign buyer taxes, the lasting effects of the wave of investments are still reflecting in today's market. But all of this together, you get a market where supply is tight, demand is intense, and prices just keep climbing. It's not one villain. It's a system with a lot of moving parts, most of which are slow to change. If you bought a home 20 to 30 years ago, especially in the 80s or 90s, chances are you've seen a huge increase in property values. But for younger generations or newcomers to Canada, it's a very different story. Many feel completely priced out, especially without family support or significant savings. Even if prices flatten or drop temporarily, affordability is still a challenge when it comes to having kept up with the pace of the housing cost. So what can actually be done? We need more housing, not just high-rise condos, but missing middle house duplexes, townhomes, mid-rise apartments. That kind of gentle density fills the gap between expensive single-family homes and vertical living. Streamline the approval process. Right now, it takes way too long to get new projects approved. Cutting red tape would help developers build faster, and that benefits buyers and renters alike. Modernize zoning rules. Let's rethink what kind of homes we will allow in low-density neighborhoods. Allowing more types of houses in more places would go a long way. Align incentives with outcomes. Governments at all levels need to align their policies to boost actual supply, not just boost demand. Housing affordability in GTA didn't get this way overnight, and it won't be solved overnight either. But understanding how we got here is the first step to fixing it. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, share it with somebody thinking about buying, and let's keep pushing for solutions that actually make sense.